travelers. In this video, we're exploring the top 9 places you absolutely need to visit in the Netherlands, from iconic canals to hidden gems. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me which country I should cover next. Please do it. It might change my life. Thank you. Welcome to Rotterdam, a city where modernity meets the water. Towering skyscrapers, painted in shades of blue, reflect in the moss, while docks and open yards bustle with life. Here, the city's future rises above its historic roots, mirrored in the calm, clear waters that surround it. The Erasmus Bridge, the elegant swan of Rotterdam, connects the city's northern and southern shores, symbolizing innovation and design. In Rotterdam, people are always on the move. Streets and parks are alive with locals walking, cycling, and enjoying their day. Life here is social and vibrant. Rotterdammers gather, laugh, and enjoy moments outdoors. Creating a lively city atmosphere. Streets fill with people watching the football. And sharing the excitement of the sport. In the heart of Rotterdam, life pulses through the streets. Locals pause, exchange words, and the city breathes through its people. Echoes of the past linger where old boats rest and medieval castles rise beside serene waters, testament to Rotterdam's layered history. Step into modern Rotterdam. A vibrant mix of voices, culture, and commerce converges beneath a single roof. This is the city's contemporary heartbeat. Inside cozy cheese shops and bustling markets, sweet Dutch cheeses like Gouda and Maasdam invite with their creamy textures and caramel notes. Where water meets steel, Rotterdam stands tall. Skyscrapers mirror the ocean's blue. While boats dance across its surface in elegant urban symphony, here, motion never sleeps. Towers rise above, while Rotterdam's waterways flow with purpose and grace. From above, Rotterdam reveals its charm streets, merge with waterways, offering not just roads, but rivers of adventure. Timeless and tranquil, the Kinderdijk windmills stand tall amidst glistening canals, guardians of Dutch heritage and innovation. Nicknamed the Swan, the Erasmus Bridge is more than a crossing, it's a symbol. A link between history and future. Rotterdam drapes itself in lights as night settles in, the city glowing with quiet energy and distant fire. Amsterdam, where storybook streets meet a city that never plays by the rules. Known for its stunning architecture, world-class art, buzzing bike lanes, and yes, its famously open-minded lifestyle. From vibrant coffee shops to a nightlife that doesn't sleep, this is a place that embraces freedom in every form. But look closer, and you'll find a city built on deep history, creativity, and connection. Welcome to Amsterdam, beautiful, bold, and unlike anywhere else. Above the pulse of Amsterdam, where metro lines snake through concrete and glass, the city moves with precision and purpose, modern, electric, and unmistakably alive. In Amsterdam, bikes aren't just transport, they're a way of life. With over 800,000 bicycles and more bikes than people, this city rolls to its own rhythm. No helmets, no stress, just skill, style, and the occasional tourist dodge. Forget traffic jams here, the real rush hour is on two wheels. Today, the canals are a space where connection meets freedom, reflecting modern values of community, inclusivity, and living life on your own terms. Sharing moments dockside or drifting together, slow living at its finest. Time here isn't rushed, it's savored. As darkness falls, Amsterdam transforms. Golden lights dance on the water's surface, painting the canals in shimmering reflections. The city pulses with energy. Nightlife here is alive, vibrant, and unapologetically bold. People spill out onto the streets, bars buzz with laughter, and boats glide by under a canopy of lights. The night culture here isn't just vibrant, it's electric. From cozy cafes and rooftop lounges to underground clubs and open-air parties, there's a pulse you can feel in your chest. It's wild, it's free, it's unforgettable. Amsterdam, a city where canals curve through centuries and where bicycles glide past both coffee shops and cathedrals. Famous for its liberal spirit, where art, freedom, and adult openness define its rhythm. This modern capital surprises those who look deeper, because in the heart of its progressive pulse, faith still finds its place. Located just opposite Amsterdam Central Station, this Roman Catholic basilica greets visitors with an unmistakable presence. Built between 1884 and 1887, it was designed by Dutch architect Adrianus Blegs, blending neo-Baroque and neo-Renaissance styles into a harmonious and commanding structure. The canals here are more than just waterways. They form a 100-kilometer network, crisscrossed by over 1,200 bridges. Built in the 17th century during the Dutch Golden Age, these canals were designed to control water and expand the city. Today, they're still alive, not just with boats and kayaks, but with centuries of history flowing beneath the surface. Naarden, a village unlike any other, shaped like a star and steeped in centuries of history. Located just east of Amsterdam, Naarden stands as one of Europe's best preserved fortified towns. Its unique star-shaped walls and wide moats tell the story of a time when defense was art, and architecture served both beauty and purpose. Walk through its gates, and the past greets you in silence. Cobbled streets wend through elegant brick houses, their facades unchanged for generations. At the heart of Naarden lies the Grote Kerk, a Gothic church whose wooden ceiling still whispers stories of soldiers and scholars. Surrounding the fortress, beautiful spear-shaped islands pierce through the water, draped in soft greenery, like nature's guardians of the past. Naarden is also known for being the final resting place of Jan Amos Comenius, a 17th century philosopher and educator. His mausoleum is still a point of interest for international visitors. Nestled just a short distance west of Amsterdam, Haarlem is a city that quietly weaves together the threads of Dutch history, culture, and modern life. With roots stretching back over a millennium, Haarlem began as a small fortified settlement on the banks of the Sparre River in the 10th century. Its strategic location made it a vital hub for trade and defense, helping it grow steadily through the Middle Ages. By the 16th and 17th centuries, Haarlem had blossomed into a flourishing city renowned for its wealth, culture, and influence, particularly during the Dutch Golden Age, a period when it rivaled Amsterdam as a center of art, commerce, and innovation. Haarlem's historical significance is reflected in its stunning architecture and cultural institutions. The city's skyline is dominated by the imposing Grote Kerk, or St. Bavokerk, a Gothic masterpiece whose organ was once played by the famous composer Handel. Nearby, the Frans Hals Museum preserves the legacy of one of the Netherlands' greatest painters, whose vibrant portraits captured the spirit of the Dutch Golden Age. Haarlem's narrow streets and canals tell stories of a time when wealthy merchants, artists, and craftsmen shaped the city's identity, stories still visible in the beautifully preserved facades and cobblestone lanes that line the old town. Today, Haarlem is home to around 160,000 residents, a mix of longtime locals and a growing number of newcomers attracted by the city's unique blend of historic charm and modern amenities. In recent years, about 3% of the population has moved in annually, many drawn by Haarlem's reputation for excellent schools, green spaces, and a high quality of life. The city is politically active and progressive, with a municipal government focused on sustainability. And yes, Haarlem is the historic center of the Dutch flower trade. Before tulips took over Amsterdam, they were traded right here. Even today, the annual Bloemencorso flower parade starts in Haarlem and blooms its way to the coast. Welcome to Giethoorn, the village without streets, where peace floats gently through every canal. Often called the Venice of the North, Giethoorn is one of the Netherlands' most unique and enchanting destinations. Here, the rhythm of life is set by water, nature, and tradition. Founded in the 13th century, this village was born from the peat cutters who once dug the land. Over time, the pits filled with water, forming a delicate network of canals that define Giethoorn today. Giethoorn is a place of harmony where people live side by side with nature, and every view feels like a painting come to life. There are over 170 wooden bridges connecting the village, each with its own charm. Just beyond the village, Weeribbenweiden National Park stretches across the horizon, a protected wetland full of rare birds, deer, and even otters. It's one of Europe's most precious freshwater ecosystems, and Giethoorn sits quietly at its heart. Welcome to Zaanse Schans, a perfectly preserved Dutch village where the 18th and 19th centuries live on. Here, history isn't locked behind glass. It breathes in the open air, carried by the breeze and shaped by the hands of tradition. Once the beating heart of Dutch industry, this region was home to hundreds of windmills, powering everything from sawmills to spice factories. Today, a handful remain, still working as they have for centuries. These aren't just monuments, they're machines with stories. The beauty of Zaanse Schans lies in its balance. A place where nature and craftsmanship, innovation and simplicity come together. Where every wooden bridge, every garden gate, and every cobbled path carries the soul of a quieter time. And what would tradition be without a taste? At the local farms, fresh milk becomes rich, buttery Gouda aged patiently and shared proudly. You won't just see how it's made, you'll taste the history in every bite. Welcome to Den Haag, The Hague, a city where power, history, and the sea meet. It's not the capital, but it's the beating heart of the Netherlands. Home to the Dutch government, the royal family, and international institutions, The Hague stands as a symbol of justice and diplomacy. It's where decisions are made that ripple across the globe. Founded in the 13th century as a hunting lodge for the Counts of Holland, Den Haag never became a fortified city. Instead, it grew into a center of administration and elegance. Today, over 560,000 people call it home, from diplomats and artists to students and surfers. It's a city of contrasts, where tradition meets modern life and Dutch roots blend with cultures from around the world. Culture thrives here, in quiet galleries, on the walls of alleyways, and in the cafes where languages mix like brushstrokes on a canvas. The Hague moves at its own pace, effortlessly stylish and deeply connected to art, justice, and everyday life. Then, as if by magic, the city slowly begins to melt away into stretches of soft sand and whispering dunes. Just a short tram ride from the heart of Den Haag, you arrive at Scheveningen, the city's own seaside sanctuary. Here, the steady rhythm of everyday life gives way to the soothing crash of waves. Suits and briefcases are swapped for sandals and surfboards. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky over Scheveningen glows with orange, pink, and purple. Golden light shimmers on the calm sea, casting a soft glow on the dunes. The city's hum fades into stillness. In this moment, Den Haag reveals its calm, reflective soul. Welcome to Keukenhof Gardens, the iconic jewel of the Netherlands, famously known as the Garden of Europe. Every spring, for just a few magical weeks, this 79-acre park transforms into a breathtaking sea of color, attracting flower lovers from all around the globe. Did you know Keukenhof is home to over 7 million flower bulbs, meticulously planted each year? From tulips to daffodils, hyacinths to crocuses, the gardens display an extraordinary palette of nature's finest blooms. Walking through Keukenhof is like stepping into a living masterpiece, each pathway unveiling vibrant carpets of color and fragrant blossoms that celebrate centuries of Dutch horticultural tradition. Whether you're here to admire the intricate patterns, inhale the sweet scents, or simply bask in the beauty of spring, Keukenhof Gardens is a stunning reminder of how nature and human creativity come together to create pure magic. Welcome to Utrecht, a city where history breathes through every cobblestone street and modern life pulses alongside centuries-old charm. Nestled in the heart of the Netherlands, Utrecht is a vibrant blend of medieval beauty, cultural richness, and natural wonder. At the center of the city stands the iconic Dom Tower, the tallest church tower in the Netherlands, watching over Utrecht like a timeless guardian. For over 700 years, this magnificent landmark has been a symbol of faith, resilience, and the city's enduring spirit. Just a short journey from the bustling city lies Castle de Haar, the largest and most luxurious castle in the Netherlands. Built in the late 19th century on medieval foundations, its fairy tale turrets, sprawling gardens, and grand halls tell stories of noble families, lavish celebrations, and centuries of Dutch aristocracy. Here, in the nature reserves and wetlands around Utrecht, wild horses roam freely, symbols of resilience and natural harmony. These archonic horses, descendants of ancient European breeds, reintroduced to help restore balance to the land. That's it for today. Make sure to like, comment where I should make a video next, and subscribe. It helps more than you think. Thank you.